Hi, I'm Shyla with Wild Spirit Travel, and today is Travel Tip Tuesday. Today, I want to share with you a story that happened last night. I was at the International Travelers and Travel Dreamers Meetup Group. We're a meetup group of travelers that meet twice a month to share stories, get tips, and to be inspired about our next destination. Well, at that travel meetup in Portland, Oregon, I was talking to a traveler who had come, a woman, and she told me she wasn't there to actually get any information for herself because she was too old to travel. What? What? I know. That's what she said. She was too old to travel. I said, what are you talking about? There's no rule. There's no age limit to international travel. She told me she was in her 70s, so she obviously was too old. Well, I told her there was no obvious about it, that I had met plenty of international travelers who were in their 60s, 70s, and 80s going around the world. She was surprised because she really thought that she could no longer go. I asked her questions to find out why, and she told me that she had traveled once, several times out of the country and had been numerous places. But just because of different life situations, it had been well over 10 years since she had traveled, and now she didn't know how. She was truly afraid to go abroad anymore. Well, we talked some more about it, and I get it. I get the fact that the world has changed in that time, and that travel has changed. I know on my first international trip, it was a different world out there. If I wanted to contact friends back home, there was no Skype or Instagram and Facebook. Nope. In order to call home, I had to stand in line at a payphone and drop in some change. That was the only option. And on my first international trip, I didn't even have a credit card that I could use. They just weren't really done yet. So yeah, travel has changed in time. But that doesn't mean you can't go at any age. And just because it's changed doesn't mean you can't learn best ways to travel in this day and age. In fact, just last week, Dan and I, with Wild Spirit Travel, taught a class called New Year, New Travel Secrets at Pierce College in Tacoma. The entire class was on how travel is focused and how to do it now and have a great trip in this day and age. In fact, we gave loads of tips that you can find in our book, The Before You Go Abroad Handbook, which is available on our website or on Amazon.com. Now, in this class I mentioned, I also shared the top travel trends for 2018. And do you know what the #1 trend is? It's solo travel. And not just solo travel, but solo travel to people over 50. What do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you, in 2018, there's going to be more solo travelers over 50 than any time before in history. There really is. It's a fad, it's happening. People are going at any age. And that is great. And guess what? As I said, these aren't millennials are the only solo travel. It's not in the only young people going. In fact, according to Lonely Planet, the boom in solo travel is being led by over 50s. In fact, they say the age of the average solo holidaymaker in 2017 was 57. And that's sure to be the same or older this year. So, are you too old to travel? I hope you said no, because you're not. Just because you haven't traveled in a while or you have a few years on you doesn't mean you can't go. There is no dreaded age where you have to hand in your passport. We can travel at any age. So let's do something. Let's inspire this woman that thought she was too old to travel and show her that there are people out there going at any age out there. So to do that, if you are 57 and over, comment on this video. Say where you're going to or where you've just been. Let her know that she's not alone. And if she went for a trip, that she'd meet other solo travelers over 50 for sure. And if you want tips on how to travel at any age, go to our website, wildspirittravel.com. There you will find tips, tools, advice, and more. You can also do one-on-one sessions with my husband to find out some tips and find out when our upcoming classes are, such as our Before You Go Abroad class coming up at Clark College. And we have some classes specifically designed for 50s and over, so look for those too. So no matter how old you are, happy travels.